Assalamu alaikum. Today I tell the story The Day I Found You. Chapter 1 The First Meeting. It was a rainy afternoon in the city. The sky was dark and the streets were wet. People were running here and there, trying to find shelter from the rain. Arif was standing under a small shop roof waiting for the rain to stop. He looked at his watch and sighed. He was already late for an important meeting. Suddenly, he heard a soft voice beside him. "Excuse me, is this place free?" Arif looked to his side. A girl was standing there with a blue umbrella. Her hair was slightly wet from the rain, and she was smiling. For a moment, Arif forgot about the meeting, rain, and everything else. He simply looked at her. "Yes, of course," he replied. She stood beside him and closed the umbrella. "Thank you. I really hate getting wet in the rain," she said with a little laugh. Arif smiled. "Then why did you come outside?" She looked at him and said, "Because sometimes we have to go somewhere, even when the weather does not agree with us." Arif laughed. "That's a good answer." "Thank you. I usually have good answer." They both laughed. Chapter 2 Her Name. After a few minutes, the rain became lighter. The girl opened her umbrella again. "I should go now," she said. Arif suddenly felt that he didn't want her to leave. "Wait," he said. "I don't even know your name." She smiled. "Why do you need to know my name?" Arif thought for a second. "I don't know. Maybe because I don't want to remember you as just the girl with the blue umbrella." She looked surprised. Then she smiled. "My name is Maya." "Maya?" Arif repeated softly. "And your name?" Arif. Maya nodded. "Nice to meet you, Arif." "Nice to meet you too, Maya." She walked away slowly. Arif stood there and watched her disappear into the rainy street. He didn't know it yet, but the small meeting was going to change his life. Chapter 3 A Strange Coincidence. 3 days later, Arif went to a small coffee shop near his office. He usually went there to work quietly. He ordered a cup of coffee and sat near the window. A few minutes later, someone sat at the table next to him. Arif heard a familiar voice. I usually have a good answer. Arif turned around immediately. It was Maya. She looked at him and smiled. Oh, it's you? Arif smiled back. The girls with the blue umbrella? Maya laughed. And the man who asked strangers for their names? They started talking and conversation became two become many. Soon, Arif started visiting the coffee shop more often, and Maya always seemed to be there. Chapter 4 Falling in Love. Months passed. They became close friends. They talked about their dreams, their families, their fears, and their future. Maya wanted to become a writer. She loved books and believed that every person has a story worth telling. Arif wanted to build a successful career and take care of his family. One evening, they were walking beside a lake. The sunset was beautiful. Maya suddenly asked, Arif, do you believe in love at the first sight? Arif smiled. No. Maya looked disappointed. Why no? Because I don't think you can truly love someone after seeing them only once. Maya smiled. Then, what do you believe? Arif looked at her. I believe love grows slowly. You meet someone, you talk to them, you understand them, and today and one day you realize that they have become a part of your life. Maya was silent for a moment. And what if your person leaves? He asked slowly and softly. Arif looked into her eyes. Then you don't stop loving them. You just learn how to live with their absence. Maya looked away. She didn't know why, but his words touched her heart. Chapter 5 The Confession. One night, Maya called Arif. Her voice sounded nervous. Can you meet me tomorrow? Of course. Is everything okay? I just need to talk to you. The next evening, they met at the same lake. Maya was standing near the water when Arif arrived. She turned toward him. Arif, I have something to tell you. What is it? She looked. She took a deep breath. I don't know when it happened. Maybe it happened slowly. Maybe it happened the day we met. But Somewhere along the way, you become more important to me. Arif couldn't speak. Maya continued. I think I have fallen in love with you. Arif smiled. His eyes became wet. Do you know what I was afraid of? He asked. Maya shocked to heart. I was afraid that I told you how I feel I might lose you. Maya looked at him with tears in her eyes. And now Arif stepped closer. Now I am afraid of something else. What? I'm afraid that I waited too long to tell you that I love you too. Maya smiled through her tears. For a long moment, neither of them said anything. They simply stood there, knowing that everything had changed. Chapter 6. The Distance. A year later, Arif received an opportunity to work in another country. It was a biggest opportunity of his career, but there was a problem. He would have leave Maya for a year. You should go, Maya said. Are you sure? Arif asked. Maya smiled sadly. I love you. That's why I want to follow your dreams. Arif held her hand. What if the distance changes us? Maya looked directly into his eyes. Then we will change together. What if I miss you too much? Then call me. What if I need you? Maya smiled. Then remember that my heart is always with you. Chapter 7. 1 year later. The year was not easy. They missed each other every day. Sometimes they argued because of the distance. Sometimes they cried on the phone. But they never stopped choosing each other. Every night they talked before going to sleep. They shared their small victories and their difficult days. Then one morning, Arif returned home. He didn't tell Maya. He wanted to surprise her. He went to the coffee shop where they had first met again and waited. A few minutes later, Maya walked through the door. She stopped when she saw him. For several seconds, she couldn't believe her eyes. Arif? He smiled. Hi, Maya. She ran toward him and hugged him tightly. You didn't tell me you were coming? I wanted to surprise you. She looked at him with tears in the eyes. I missed you so much. Arif gently tells her face, I missed you more than you can imagine. Chapter 8 Forever. Years passed, their love becomes stronger with every challenge and faced together. On evening, Arif took Maya back to the same place where they had first met in the rain. It was raining again. Maya laughed. Why did you bring me here in the rain? Arif took out a small ring. Maya became silent. Maya, do you remember the first day we met? She smiled. Of course I do. That day I thought I was just waiting for the rain to stop. She looked into her eyes, but now I understand. I wasn't waiting for the rain to stop. I was waiting for you. Maya's eyes filled with tears. Arif continued, you came into my life unexpectedly, and somehow it became my home. He held out the ring. Maya, will you stay with me for the rest of our life? Maya was crying and smiling at the same time. Yes, Arif, 1,000 times yes. The rain continued to fall around them, but neither of them cared. They had found each other in the rain, lost each other in distance, and found their way back to each other again. And sometimes the most beautiful love stories don't begin with once upon a time. Sometimes they begin with a rainy afternoon, a blue umbrella, and a stranger who had never meant to remain strangers. And sometimes the person you meet by accident become the person you choose forever. Thank you.